I'm Aveline and welcome to my channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful day and welcome to this very long speed build. I gotta be honest with you guys, I'm a little bit nervous because 26 minutes is a very long time for me to talk. So or 25, something like that, 26 minutes. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. But today we are building Oak Alley Lane, and this is a family home for two parents, a teen, a kid, and a toddler. So there's room for a little bit of everything in here. I kind of forgot to put in food bowls for a pet, but there's a pet bed in the parents' bedroom. Why do I keep doing that? It's like halfway through the build, I decide, okay, they should have a pet. But then because I start out decorating the kitchen, usually when I build, I tend to forget to go back and put in food bowls, so I will do that before I upload the build. Or maybe I did put in food bowls and I just forgot. Possibly could happen as well. But anyways, so yeah, that is what we're building today. It is kind of Tudor-ish, I would say. It is kind of autumnal as well. However, it is built during summer. I did ask you guys on the Discord channel, by the way, if you want to join the Discord channel, there is an invitation link in the description down below. But yeah, I did ask you guys on the Discord if you thought I should just move it to my autumnal save instead or keep it during the summer, and you guys said that you didn't actually mind that I built this house during the summer, so I just kept it here. And yeah, but I would say that it's kind of got like a little bit of an autumnal vibe to it, I would personally say, at least. And yeah, it's just very, I like how this house turned out. I also spent a lot of time on it, which is why the video is a little bit too long. Sorry about that. But I just went into detail. I don't know, I'm really liking like decorating exteriors like a lot these days, so I just put on as much as possible as I can on the exterior. And it takes a lot of time because, you know, you gotta choose exactly what you put on it and stuff, so I spend a little bit too long on the exterior. But hopefully you guys like how this house turned out. I will just warn you guys just a little bit, I'm having a few issues with English today. It's just one of those days. I don't know, if you do voiceovers, like if you do YouTube videos as well, you probably know what I'm talking about. It's just some days you're just really struggling like with talking. I don't know why it works like that, it just does, and I'm having one of those days today, so I might like stumble upon words, or there's something, I'll say something and it won't make any sense at all, or I'll have to start over a sentence a couple of times as well. It just happens. It's just one of those days today, so just a little bit of a warning to you guys. But yeah, so actually also a little bit of an update, because in my last speed build Thursday, I was talking about wanting to go watch Halloween, and I couldn't talk my boyfriend into going with me. I talked him into going with me, so hopefully we get to go next weekend, I hope. Halloween will kind of be over by then, but it's fine. I still want to go. I still want to see it. So I've heard only good things about it, and I think there were maybe like 2 of you guys that were a little bit like, I wasn't really that impressed by the movie, but the rest of you loved it, so I definitely want to go see it. And I think that next weekend it'll be it. And then my mom is actually coming to visit the weekend, or not the weekend after that, the week after that, so that'll be fun. We got massages planned, and I think she possibly wants to go do a little bit of shopping. My mom is not like the biggest like shopper there is, but sometimes I can talk her into shopping just a little bit, and I don't know what's going on with her these days, but she apparently likes to shop, so I'm gonna take advantage of that and we're gonna go shopping. But other than that, I think we're just gonna chill and get some massages. And yeah, she's an older woman by now, and she works quite a lot, so massages are good for her, you know what I mean? So we're gonna get her spoiled just a little bit while she's visiting me that weekend, or that week, and it's gonna be good. And after that, I think Get Famous will almost be out, and we're gonna go crazy with that. I am so freaking excited to just build as many things as possible as I can. Yeah, as possible as I can. That makes sense. Anyways, as possible once the pack comes out. I am so freaking excited. If you do have any suggestions to anything you want to build or anything you want to see me build, do let me know in the comment section down below. By the way, I am all up for suggestions for Get Famous builds, because I do have a few written down, because I did watch watch the live stream yesterday, so, or I also went to, like, I've already seen the items and stuff, but you always get like a few extra ideas when you see other people like point out new things that you didn't necessarily pay that much attention to, you know what I mean? So there were some of those items yesterday that I saw, and I got a few extra ideas. But if you do have anything you want to see me try and build once that pack comes out, do let me know. I am all up for suggestions. Also, a little heads up with this build, or regarding this build, because it took so long for me to do, I did have to cut out quite a lot of landscaping and also speed it up a fair bit, by the way, so just a little bit of a warning. I know that we're past 5 minutes into the build by now, but better late than ever, you know, so just a little bit of a heads up. If you don't like super sped up builds, this video will probably not, I guess, not that crazy. It's probably the same as some of my other builds, but I just thought I would point it out anyways, because I did cut out quite a lot to make sure that the video didn't turn out to be like 35 minutes long or 40 minutes long. So yeah, just a little bit of a warning there, but hopefully it should all make sense. I did try to keep in like the most important parts of the video, of course. I just skipped past like repetitive landscaping, and also I think I took out most of the detailing on the back facade, on the back exterior, the back part of the house, you know what I mean? Because it was just basically the same kind of details as I put on the front. So yeah, I just decided to cut that out of the footage just to make sure that it wasn't getting too long, basically. So just yeah, just a little bit of a warning. So it's actually the first time that I'm doing the garage or creating the garage this way. I often just use the base game wallpaper, and then I use the small windows as I'm also using this time, I've actually done them in several different ways. I've also used the actual garage doors from City Living, I think. I've possibly used some other wallpaper at some point, but this time I wanted to use the wall dividers from Dine Out, because I've seen a few other people around YouTube and also on Twitter use them for several different kind of things, including garages, so I thought I would do my own take on it, and I really like how it turned out. I might do this more in the future because it looks a lot like a garage door, you know? So yeah, I really like how this little garage turned out. I think it looks very different from my previous garages, and not that garages are very important because we don't have cars, but you guys know that I like to put them in my builds anyways, just because it looks more realistic. Like, it's just a nice realistic addition to a house, basically. So, but yeah, I will definitely try to play around with that one more often because I like how it turned out in the end. And also I put in a home gym in that little garage, so it is used for something. It's not just an empty space, and I might possibly in the future actually do like a hobby room in there, or maybe like a woodworking office kind of thing. So yeah, but usually I put the home gym in there because it just feels more natural, or like a guest house, or maybe if they have a young adult still living at home, they'll be put in the garage or something like that. So maybe we'll do like a pet play room in there at some point, maybe, I don't know. But this time around we're just using it as a home gym, so they do use it for something at least. It's not just an empty space. I also did something new that I haven't done before. I used those balcony, like the wooden balcony kind of things, I don't know what they're called, but I sized them down and then I used them as flower boxes because it looks a lot better with the build, because there's a lot of brown on the build, so I wanted the flower boxes to kind of go with that brown tone. And no matter what swatch you choose for the flower boxes, the base game ones, the box will always be either gray or black, so obviously that doesn't go very well with the whole brown tone kind of thing I was talking about, because I really wanted them to kind of match. So I took the flower boxes, I sized them down, and then I took the brown balcony, wooden balcony kind of thing situation. I don't know what it's called, I should look that up in the game. Anyways, there are so many items that I use that I have no idea what they're called, but anyways, I took those and then I sized them down and they fit perfectly in there. So yeah, that was nice to like try something new, and I might have possibly also done it in the next build that's coming up, because I'm sure I'm not the only one who does this, by the way, but once I find a little trick or whatever, once I try something new and it turns out like good the way I want it to, I tend to overuse it in my next couple of builds. So just like, I'm sure I'm not the only one who does that, but like, yeah, so it's coming up in the next build as well, just you've been warned. Anyways, speaking of my next build, by the way, it is quite a big one. It's a 40 by 40. I am currently working on it, or there may be an apartment build up before that because it's taken me quite a long time. I wanted to build something huge. I said that in my Thursday voiceover as well. When I started that build, I was actually set on building something huge. So I've started something bigger. It's not like necessarily huge, but I'm taking my time with it, so I'm a little bit worried that it won't actually fit into one video. So I did ask on the Discord if you guys would be okay with me basically like splitting it up into several videos so that we would have the exterior and also landscaping as one video, maybe the backyard as another video, maybe like kitchen and dining room as the one video, bedrooms as another video, bathrooms maybe under kitchen or something like that, living rooms together as well, maybe with a study too. Maybe if there's a garage, we can put that in another video, because basically that would mean that I could get into detail with everything rather than kind of rushing through everything, because speed builds, you can't just take your time like with everything. There'll be a lot of stuff you'll have to cut out, and sometimes you have to cut out so much that it won't necessarily make sense in the end, or you'll, you know, have to speed it up like crazy and then you guys can't keep up with the footage, or the video will end up being like 40 minutes long. So I was wondering, like, how would you guys feel about that? Like one build split up into several videos, or would you rather just have it all in 1 or 2 videos? Just let me know as well, because I don't know, it would be fun to kind of try that for once and just be like, yeah, just go crazy with detailing in every single room in the house as well. Just yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. I just had to take a small break from the voiceover because there is a woman living down the street where in my neighborhood, and she has, well, it's like 2 houses away from me, or there's 1 house in between. I don't know, is that 1 house away from me or 2 houses? Anyways, but she has a dog and she also has 2 sons. And by the way, I've had a dog. I grew up with a dog. I lived with a dog for how many years? Since I was like 8 until I was 21. So that's a long time. We also had a dog before that for a year, who unfortunately passed away. So yeah, I know what it's like to live with a dog. I know that you can't control them. Like, it's not on the dog if they bark. It's a part of their nature. But the owner is supposed to know, like, when to take the dog inside so it stops barking, and she just does not know. So sometimes, I'm sure you guys have noticed, maybe in my videos, that there's a dog constantly barking in the background. That's her dog, and it's every day. She does not know. You can hear it again now, I'm sure. It's just like one of those things, like, could you just listen to your dog? It doesn't want to be outside anymore. Let it in, you know? So it's like an everyday little struggle in my neighborhood. My boyfriend is so tired of her as well. Also her 2 sons. Sometimes they'll go out in the backyard and they'll literally just stand still and scream for no apparent reason whatsoever. Like, just lift their heads, look up into the sky, and scream, and you're just like, what are you doing? Find some toys and play with. Don't just stand there and scream. So, a lot of noise coming from that house. I kind of dislike it a lot. But yeah, I just thought I'd share. I'm sure some of you guys can relate to that, like, having a neighbor that just does not, like, care enough to stay quiet when someone is trying to do their voiceover. No. But yeah, the dog is super cute though. It's a big golden retriever and it's so fluffy, and I just want to give it a hug. And yeah, anyways. Oh, by the way, because sometimes I scroll through Twitter like mid voiceover as well. I don't know why I do that. It's a bad habit. But I saw someone post something about American Horror Story, the newest season. I want to know, do any of you guys, because I haven't watched it yet because I live in Europe and I don't know where to watch it. If any of you guys from Europe, by the way, watch it, the newest season, you got access to it somewhere, please let me know, because I am desperate. I need to watch it. And also, I want to know if any of you guys watch it and you think it's good or bad. Please let me know, because I've only seen people say good things about it so far, but Like, I don't know, please let me know, hype me up because I am so excited. I want to watch it so bad. But yeah, sorry, just a little bit of a side note. I just saw that post. I was like, need to share American Horror Story. I just freaking love it. It's, yes, I'm sure I've spoken about that before here on the channel. Maybe we should build something American Horror Story related, or maybe that's too late now because October is kind of over by now. Let me know if you want to see anything American Horror Story related. Do let me know. So I think I kind of talked over both the kitchen and dining room and also the living room and also the office. Well done anyways. But as you can see, like, that's the whole vibe we're going for. Rustic again, because you guys know that I freaking love like rustic furniture. It's, yes, I just love it a little bit too much, so I use it quite a lot in my builds. I will try my best to make some brighter interiors as well, but today we're just decorating with a lot of brown and a lot of brown and a lot of brown. Also a little bit of purple in the living room, I think. I do not use that swatch enough. Like, I love purple, so I should definitely use that. It's like a warm kind of toned purple. It's really nice. So I decided to go for that one for the living room. This is the parents' bedroom, by the way. I do end up changing that wallpaper behind the bed right now to a little bit of a lighter one that kind of goes a little bit better with the pillars that are on each side of that little patch of wallpaper. So it looks a little bit better, as you can see right there, very quickly. I'm sure you didn't even notice. Like I said before, I did have to cut out quite a lot and also speed everything up, so sorry about that. It will be shown in the screenshots at the end of the video though, so just FYI so you guys know. So yeah, in here we got the teens room. It's very small. It's about the same size as the kids room and also the toddlers room though. Like, all the other rooms are very small, but they would either have to be, if I didn't make them small, I would only have room for one large, like kind of long-ish room, and then this one. So I decided to split the bigger space up into two and then turn those into a kids room and also a toddler room. So in my opinion, toddlers and kids don't need a lot of space in the house because they don't really, yeah, they're small people, they don't need a lot of space, okay, it's fine. So they got their little rooms over there, here in the corner, or on the side of the house, in the side of the house, I don't know, anyways. We got the teens room, so they have their own little space there. I think the teens room is actually about the same size as the kids room, as you can see right there. I did sit down and count squares just to make sure that the teen got the bigger room and that the kid got the bigger room, or the room that was bigger than the toddler room, just because I think that's more fair. Not that the sim has feelings about that, but you know, it's a thing. Okay, I have 3 siblings. We've been fighting a lot about who gets what room, so it's a thing. I also wanted to make sure that the children's rooms kind of stood out a little bit from the rest of the house, because I did end up using at least a wallpaper that looked somewhat similar in every other room of the house except bathrooms, of course, and also I think possibly some parts of the kitchen, if I'm not mistaken. But I wanted to make sure that the toddler and the kid especially had like their own little personalized space also, because I don't know, I think rugs or carpet is a lot nicer to sit on when you play with toys. Not that the sim would necessarily think about that, but in my opinion at least, that very rustic wooden floor that we got from Jungle Adventure does not look like it would be nice to sit on. Like, it looks like there'd be some splinters in it and stuff. So yes, we gave the children and also, or the kid and also the toddler carpet instead in their rooms. So I think the teen still has the wooden floor, but they definitely got another wallpaper in their room. So there's also, it's a little bit personalized in my opinion at least, but I still want to do like crazy colors. I want to do something like a classic suburban, so I can just like go crazy with the colors in their rooms, because I think that's very cute. Like, a very personalized children's room is adorable, so I want to do that at some point, but we will see. I'm kind of like, I don't fully know how to make like a family celebrity home for Del Sol Valley, because we didn't get any furniture for kids or toddlers, so their rooms are gonna stand out like crazy. It's really bad because we don't have enough of it as it is right now. Like, we just don't have a lot. We have like 3 different toddler beds or something. That's nothing. So we definitely need more of that. I mean, it's also the shortest life stage, so technically I get why they don't spend a lot of time on furniture for the toddlers, for the little ones, but they definitely deserve like 1 extra bed or something. It would have been nice to have like a set furniture for kids and also, or furniture set for kids and also toddlers in the new style, because it's so different from anything else we have right now. But unfortunately we did not get that, so we're gonna have to figure out some other way to put in toddler rooms and also children's room in the new or with the new pack. And I don't know, it's gonna be fun to try out. It's gonna be a challenge at least, but I am up for it. I'm so freaking excited. So for the backyard for this build, I was actually having like a little bit of, I was struggling a little bit because there was a lot of space, like a lot of space to work with, and I don't know, sometimes layout in a backyard is a little bit difficult because you got like, you don't really have anything to go after. It's just a lot of like free space. Like you don't have, with floor plans at least, you can sort of like follow the lines of the house a little bit. If that makes any sense. I still gotta do like a floor plan tutorial or something. We will get to that once we do the let's build sort of situation that I'm planning on doing. So it'll be up at some point. But for backyards, you just got this like completely plain empty space and you're just sitting there like, what do I do now? So I had a lot of space to work with, but I actually really like how this backyard turned out in the end, to be honest. I think it's very natural to me. By that I mean the pathways, there's like a natural flow with the pathways, and also it's not like, there's not too much stuff in the backyard, but it's not too empty either, so that's what I kind of mean by that. But I mean, it's also built after my taste, of course, so some of you guys may be like, okay, this is too flowery, or okay, maybe I wouldn't have put the well over there because that's a little bit too much, like why would they need a well? But I was just trying new things and also kind of panicking a little bit because I had so much space to work with. But I do like how this backyard turned out in the end. It might possibly be one of my favorite backyards that I've done because they just have like a lot of space to work with. Like there's so much for these Sims to do in the backyard, so I think that's a good thing. At least, I don't know, in summertime it's probably a good thing. So I did end up putting in a sand pit for the toddler and possibly also the kid. There's a toy chest over there, so I suppose both of them could play over there if they want to. But it's actually the first time that I've used the, what do you call that? The slide for the toddler, as far as I remember. Is that called a slide? I think so. I hope so. You hopefully know what I'm talking about anyways. I also gave the kid the pirate ship because I don't know, I'm hooked on that pirate ship these days. All my builds have a pirate ship in it. But I think it's so cute and I finally figured out a way to use it, so now I'm gonna keep on using it. So yeah, the kid has a pirate ship over there. There is a greenhouse for the parents to use and possibly also the teen if they want to. And I think on the side I put in the flower arrangement table. I also put in a bee house, beekeeping house, whatever. Some pods on the outside of the greenhouse as well as on the inside. There's plenty of pods on the inside of that greenhouse, so lots of gardening to do for them. They also have the sitting area that I was talking about before that I used with, or I used the dine out wall dividers and also that glass thing from Get Together to combine, like I combined them and then I'm turning them into a sitting area. I've done that a couple times by now, but I really like how it looks. So I also decorated just a little bit with some fairy lights and also some decor from Seasons. So there's also a toy chest for the pet as well, so there's plenty of stuff for that pet to do as well. And over here there's also a swing for, you know, whoever wants to use that swing. So a little bit of everything. Did I mention the fire pit as well? Not entirely sure if I did, but they also have that, and then the well over here. I don't actually know if you can use that well or if it's just decor, but it's there in case, you know. If you can't use it because it's blocked, just remove some of the stuff and it should be fine. But I'm not actually sure like how that well looks or how that well works in game. But yeah, so that's about it. Like a lot of stuff for them to do in this backyard, but I went a little bit crazy. I had a lot of stuff to work with, or a lot of place to work with. So yeah, there's a lot of activities in the backyard and just a whole lot of stuff to do basically. But they also got, you could possibly put in an easel somewhere as well, because I actually think I forgot an easel easel in this build, so if you want like an artistic kind of sim living in here, you could possibly put an easel by the seating area. I think that little hangout area that I put with the get together glass thing, I did put in a guitar there as well, so they do have that. So yeah, maybe you could turn that into like another skill building area in this build, because I forgot the easel. That kind of annoys me a little bit because I always put in an easel, so why did I forget it this time? Dang it. But anyways, so with the greenhouse, I just went a little bit crazy with plants. Of course, it is a greenhouse, so we kind of need that. I kind of want to do like a different kind of greenhouse at some point that's a little bit more structured, because I tend to just put like a lot of stuff in and making it look very random, like they just randomly placed down these pots somewhere and didn't necessarily think about where they stood in the greenhouse, you know what I mean? So maybe I want to do something a little bit more structured at some point, but for now I just make them look like they're basically like deposit rooms or something like that, like storage rooms, basically storage areas, you guys know what I mean. So yeah, but they have plenty of pots in there to work with. And over here, the seating area that I was talking about before, just very casual. I used the orange because I thought it went nice with the colors on the build. And yeah, that's about it for now. So I hope you guys like this house. You can download it off the gallery. My ID is AvelineYT, and you could also find it under the hashtag Aveline or AvelineYT. And as always, do let me know in the comment section down below if you got any suggestions for anything you want to see here on the channel, whether it is builds, cast videos, or challenges, or something else. Do let me know in the comment section down below. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like, subscribe, and all that good stuff if you did, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.
Used to be anonymous, now the world has seen your face. Living life is dangerous, but there's a map for every maze. Yeah, you can be a bird, tell the stories you have heard, and live your life today. It doesn't matter what they say. There's simply nothing we can't do, as long as you just feel it too. Open up your eyes and see the world, and we can win this game. As long as you just feel the same, we will never walk. There's simply nothing we can't do, as long as you just feel it too. Open up your eyes and see the world, and we can win this game. As long as you just feel the same, we will never walk alone. We'll never, never hit me like a ton of bricks. Doesn't matter, weak or strong.